What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin, and we know that with update 1.6.1 that the Tombs of the Fallen Part 2 have come out, so I am going to show you how to do them. There are 3 that are available in England, only 2 left, and the third one, I believe, is below the giant floor door that we have in the first area, which is across from your settlement. So there is no actual way to start it. There's no actual quest involved. You're just going to have to go to it. And I'm going to show you where that location is and how to do it. We're going to start off with 1. Here it is. All right, everyone. For our second tomb, we are coming out to Hamptonshire, and we are going below this online service error, below this bandit camp here, and we're going to be doing Verica's tomb. So in order to do this, you just go to the location that I showed you. There is a mountain. It's kind of at the bottom of the mountain. So we'll pop it open, and then we'll go in.
These caves contain mystery.
And again, just like the original tomb that I showed you in the last video, this one also has no opal, but on the bright side, it also has no enemies. The original Tombs of the Fallen had a bunch of opal. I think there was like 36 in total. So it's going to be missed. It's kind of weird that they're not doing it this way. This is very strange. Anyway, we're going to continue down. When we get here, we're going to roll out of the way. These spikes are going to come and get you. And then you're going to slide down again. You're going to slide around this magma. And then we're going to leap across these beams. And then we're going to slide down again. And at the bottom, you're going to aim for that rock that's right there. There we go. And then we'll jump across. Now, whereas the other tomb that I showed you was just like the water temple from Zelda, this one is just the bowels of hell. This one is completely evil. This is a hellscape. So we'll start with the easiest pillar to get. There's going to be 2 pillars. There's going to be 2 orbs. So this is the stamp that we're going to put the pillar in. And here is the pillar. We're just going to move it over there. And in moving it over there, it will cause a couple of things to rise out of the magma, which are going to be other sorts of sockets for you to place the orbs or the other pillar in. And we're going to continue like that. So here we go. We're going to put that in. And let's see what rises. There we go. Out of the magma, there is a orb socket, and there is another pillar socket. So what I think we're going to do, we're going to do the pillar socket first. Which means we're just going to jump down. And we're going to cross over here and go through the door, which just seems pretty easy. Honestly, the pillars are a lot easier, I feel, than the orbs. For some reason, they have like a much easier time, but at the same time, this is going to be like a lot of back and forth, a lot of running around to go get stuff. So here we go. We're going to climb up here. There's going to be one of these powder kegs. We're going to take them, and we're going to get down here. And you saw the breakable wall. We're going to break that wall with this. We could have shot an arrow at that thing and like busted it open. So one of the things that you definitely want to do, you definitely want to make sure that you let the fire secede before you go over there. Otherwise, it's going to cause a complete mess. You're going to catch fire. You're going to have problems. These things you could actually do at level 1 if you really wanted to, if you're really determined. Like I said, there are no actual enemies for you to fight or for you to be afraid of, but there are tons of puzzles and traps. So as long as you get through all the traps, you'll be good. So anyway, we're going to take this powder keg and we're going to blast this wall that's on the right side of the pillar. And we're going to wait until the fire secedes, and then we're going to pull this movable object out of the way, this stone and wood pillar itself. this is going to become a bridge for us. We're going to move it over in front of where our pillar is. We're just going to push this forward. So now here we go. We've got a bridge. We're going to grab this and we're going to pull it. You might have to just pull around a little bit. For some reason, this actually just is completely weird the way that they map this out. So anyway, we're going to put this here. That is not the stone that it should go on. But we're going to pull the lever. We're going to jump right there to where this pillar is. And as you can see, it's really an elevator and it's lifting us up. So now from here, again, there's going to be like a lot of jumping around and stuff like that. What we're going to do when we get to the top, we're going to have to move this around. This pillar is going to take a trip, trust me. It's going to go around a lot of places. That lever will move the elevator back down. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave that here, and we're going to try to get to that. We're going to try to get to the bridge. Now, the easiest way to do this is that powder keg that's up top there. We're going to just blast it, and when you blast it, that cage will kind of fall or rise a little bit, and then this cage will go down. And for some reason, I decided to like climb this. If you saw me doing the live stream earlier, I got that with no problem. This way, for some reason, I decided to do this way, which was kind of like weird to me. Especially since, like, you'll see me floating. I float around a lot in this level. It's like one of the strangest things ever. Here we go. I'm floating now. Check this out. Okay, so now I'm up top here, and I'll try to take out that powder keg, which blasts all those other things. And on going on to this, it's lifting that a little higher. We're going to go over this way, though. And from here, we're going to cross over, and we're going to hit that buckle for the bridge. And we really can't get to that other buckle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. There really is no way of getting there. So I'm just going to head down the elevator. So here we go, pulling that lever. We're going to get back on this elevator. We're going to go straight down. And here we'll be able to get to the other side of this bridge. We'll be able to hit the other buckle. And we could probably even hop over this way, get over here. And look up, and it's probably up there somewhere. Yep, there we go. Alright, I should be able to hit it from here. There it is. There we go. Alright, so now we'll go back, and we'll go back up to where we were. And through the magic of fast forward technology, we are there. So once we get up top, you'll notice that the bridge is down, and now all we have to do is grab this and push it straight across. Want to get over there, want to kind of maneuver through this hallway now. There's going to be like a lot of different things we're going to have to do. We're going to have to create a bridge there. Now, what we're going to have to do first off, we're going to have to jump on these pillars that are over here and avoid the lava. Try your best to avoid the lava here. There we go. We'll knock this out, open this. And this is actually where we're going to get our pillar 2, and then we're going to drop it down there. But before we could do that, we're going to have to get that lever that's over there. So what we're going to have to do is jump up these pillars. Here we go. We'll go across. Be careful, too, because honestly, these things, it's like dropping lava, and you don't want to like have that hit you. You'll start burning. Here we go. We'll hit this lever. And then we'll aim for this up here. There we go. We'll push this forward a little bit, as much as we can. Okay. And now we'll jump straight across. Get back on that bridge. Go across the pillar. I can't believe that happened. I don't know why that happens. That happens to me all the time. Don't go in that water. That water's kind of burning. All right, so now we've got that one section. So now there's another lever that we have to get to, and that lever is honestly like right behind us. I don't know why I passed it a couple of times, but it's over there. So we'll pull this lever. After we pull the lever, that other kind of bridge part will come up, and now we'll just push this straight across and through the door that I showed you guys. Now, once you get it there, what you're going to do is just have it drop. The one thing that's such a pain about this is the way that you maneuver through this. You might go one way and then come to a complete stop, and then you'll have to kind of adjust where you're at in order to like grab the other side of the pillar and move it. It's just such a pain. So here we go. We're pushing it. It falls down. That's where we want it to be. Now we'll get down. And once we're down here, take this stuff. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to push this back the way we came, kind of. We're going to push it through these tunnels here. Not exactly the way we came, but we'll get it going. So now we're pushing. It's going to cause all kinds of problems because, again, you're going to have to adjust yourself here and there. But at least you won't be burning or anything like that. So here we go. There's the pillar right there. There's its resting spot. Boom. We got it. So now this opens up another area, another spot for you to place your orbs. So now we got to go get the 2 orbs. So there's one. We'll go through there, and then we'll find the other spot.
At least I move forward.
Now the orbs are the biggest pain, honestly. These things annoy me because you always have to kind of like have your path plotted before you go through and before you get to where you're going to go. And then the other thing about the orbs here, there really is no solid, decent way to get them where they've got to be. It's the strangest thing. This one was really such a pain. So here we go. We're going to hop on this. Wait till it gets close to you because that happens where you land in the fire. I don't know why. I kind of feel like after the update, the controls got a little bit wonky because there are certain things I can't do anymore, which is really weird. Like I'm having problems jumping, leaping, doing parkour. It's strange. So anyway, yeah, you take your fire pot there, you blast this wall. Now we're going up. That you just saw, that drips magma. You want to be careful there. There's a couple of things there that are lootable. We're going to jump up here. There's a chest back there. And now what we want to do, there's going to be 2 stones here. We're going to take these stones and we're just going to throw them on this one, the nearest cage that's there. And then there should be one more over in this direction. There we go, on the other side right there. We're going to grab this. And then from here, we're just going to leap across. We're going to leap across here. And we're going to throw this in there as well. Now we're going to leap across. That's going to bring this cage up a little bit, just slightly. We're going to jump on it, and we're going to jump up to this ledge here. Now we'll pull the lever, and we will get our first orb. So we'll take it. And again, you're going to have patience to do this. This is such a pain. Trust me. You will burn, and then you will have to get another orb if you survive. Like I said, technically you could do this at like level 1. It will be way harder than if you're at level like, 535 or anything like that. But here we go. We're going to jump across now. Now we can go straight across, go up this path. We're basically out of the area that we just were. And we're going to find one of these one of these orb spots to put it, which was really weird. This was so strange finding this spot. There are actually two of them, and I want to find the furthest one. I want to find the one that's closer to the top. Had this problem earlier and it was crazy. Well, that's not the one that's closest to the top, but we'll put it here. If we could get it here. Another problem that we have here is the interactions. For some reason, I'm hitting interact and it's just not going there. It took 3 tries to get that there. Now we'll have to go up top and we'll get to the other orb, the final orb. And then we'll put that in its place and then we'll just be able to raid the tomb. We should be done. So here we go. We're going to go across, up, around, through. Alright, here's where this gets kind of wild. So we're going to go through here, slide under, we'll hit this here. These are lootables. And then right there, that is going to be a door that obviously is locked. So we're going to have to go the long way. And in going the long way, we're also going to find the other orb. You'll also find a key. So here we go. Now we're going to slide down, I believe. And this time you're going to avoid all these spiked pillars. Whoever invented these was a complete madman. Alright. Now, this is one of those situations where you got to plan your route. So here we go. We're going to shoot that. There's a bunch of like breakable items around here. And we're going to shoot them from the distance so that things could fall and just make our lives easier as we go across everything here. So let's see. I'm going to climb up here. No, we can't. Hold on. We can shoot. There's a couple of things we can shoot. Okay, right across there. We can shoot that. There we go. Right above us, we can shoot that. Excuse me. There we go. Then we're going to take that out. Alright, so shooting that object there, that movable object, let us get lifted here. We'll come up here. And now we'll go across. Jump straight across. There we go. Now here we're going to grab this pillar that was here. And we're going to move it onto that platform that we're at. And then we're also going to do the same with that pillar. But we're unable to do it yet. See, we really can't grab it. There we go. See, it's a little bit low now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that first one. I know it kind of like instinct wants you to grab the other one, but this is the one we're going to get first. So we're going to move this. We're going to put this on here. And then we're going to let it go. That's going to alter the height of this one. Now with our weight, it'll go down a little. We'll grab this. We'll move it here. There's a treasure box back there. You know, get it. It's got, you know, iron, leather. It's got fabric. So there you go. Take that. We'll jump up here. And now we'll climb up this. And then we'll get to the top there. There we go. Keep going up. All the way. There we go. Now from here, we'll climb that ladder that's nearby. There's really nothing else that's like around there. So here we go. We'll climb the ladder. Don't need to go across anything. We'll grab all this stuff here. Yeah, that's just a whole bunch of void. So now we'll hit this. Go up. And now we're closer both to the orb and to our key that we need to open that thing. So we're going to pull this lever. And then what we're going to do is, you know, this is going to like move. We're going to jump on it. You, again, be very patient. You don't know how many times I fell in that freaking lava. Alright, so here we're going to shoot this thing that's back there. That's going to blow this up from the other side. You might want to wait until the fire succeeds again. And this is such a pain. I don't know why I can't just slightly move. It just keeps jumping. So here we go. Man, what a pain. So from here, what we're going to do is, this is already like the backside. We already did that. Right above this door that has the bar, we're going to look up, and there's going to be a breakable thing there. So we're going to jump up here, get across there. And before we break the bar, we've actually got that lever there. So we're going to pull the lever. Pull the lever, Crunk! We're going to shoot this here. We're going to break this now so that we could escape here. And we're almost done, guys. Almost. We're almost through this. This maniacal everything. Alright, wait till it gets close. There we go. Alright, we don't need to go over there. Those are lootables that are over there. Look at this, I'm burning. Don't need to burn. But here's our lever, and we are going to get our orb again. So now we'll take this orb, we'll go up here. You want to carefully jump. Oh man, see, look, I wasn't even paying attention, and a freaking a snot of magma hit me, burning me alive. There we go. So now we'll drop this here, and here's some medication at least. Alright, this is where we're going to find the key, okay? First, we're going to move this pillar towards the right. Then we're going to move the bigger pillar towards the right as well. Finally, we're going to take this smaller pillar, and we're going to move it, but we're going to pull it out. You see how there's that little spot? That little space? We're going to pull that out. There's the key right there with that skeleton. So now that we got that, we're going to get down. We're going to take our orb again, and now we're able to open up this door and walk through it. So here we go. Slide under here, keep going. And now comes the problem where we have to find where this thing is supposed to go. Now, I know I'm up top, and I know it's somewhere around here, but for some reason, I couldn't find it, which was wild to me. It was completely wild. So, look at it right there. That is not actually the spot where we're going to go to. This spot is actually occupied by the last orb that I had. So, that's already there. So now we have to find where this one goes. And I thought it goes on like a lower level. It doesn't. It goes higher level. And there's a whole bunch of just places where we could go and drop this. So anyway, I made a lot of mistakes over here. I just kept like running in circles and whatnot. Basically, what we were looking for was that bridge that kind of has one area going up and one area going down. And that's actually where we wanted to go. This caused me a problem earlier while I was playing this as well. Look at this, I'm like throwing this orb all around. But you'll see, like from here, when you come up, you'll see like, here's the one area that goes up, the one area that goes down. Now, if we go towards the left, we're going to hit that already occupied spot for this orb. Now, over here, you see this little fence here? What's going to happen is we're actually going to go up, and we're going to have to come around the back there in order to get up here, to get to the top here. And then from here, what we're going to do is you'll see very clearly these steps over here. We're going to jump across with the orb. We're going to get over here, and this is the unoccupied spot that we've got there. That's what we need. So here we go. We're going to go over here, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to do this, because this actually really, really sucked when I did it this morning. I kept getting killed and everything like that. I kept dying. So let's see what happens. What we're going to do is jump over here. From here, we're just going to throw this sucker over there. Now, you could go the long way all around and everything. I just ran across and just put myself out there. Carry this here. We're going to go across this here. We're going to go up, up, up. It's just a matter of hops there. There we go. And then from here, we're going to hop across, like I said. There we go. Very, very simple. And we're going to put this right in its spot. That's where it goes. And we're having like a million problems trying to put it in again. There we go. So now the zone is open, so we can go this way, get to the tomb, find out what's going on, and then also while we're there and we find out what's going on afterwards, get the other artifact that we need. So let's go. Let's see. We're going to go this way. We're basically, yeah, we're just going to cross over, because over on the other side is where this all is. There we go. And we're carrying on. There it is up there. So over by where the first pillar was. There we go. And we'll go inside and we will talk to the ghost that's here. And we'll see what happens.
Do you come to honor or mock Verica, huh? King of the Atrebates and friend to the Romans? The other tribes were ruled by fear. Rather than build bridges, they waged war. They well deserved the slaughter that followed. I've seen the glory of Rome and know it is our future. They seal me in this sulphurous tomb, but they cannot bury destiny.
So there we go. We spoke to him, and we now have Verica's sickle. So Verica's tomb is over. Let's take a look at what the sickle looks like. I actually did really like this sickle, honestly. So here we go. You ignite your weapon after 3 kills, which is pretty wild. Not just this weapon, but like your bow lights on fire, so does your other weapon. And that's pretty cool. So now we're going to exit the tomb, but we're going to go and find the artifact that we're going to need. That is the only way you're going to open the floor in the very first tomb. So at first I thought it was kind of wild because I couldn't find where this thing was, but I'll show you where it is. I kept listening to hear if there was like any voices, because you know, as you hear the voices, that is where you're supposed to go. So here we go. Now that's the exit, but instead we're going to go this way. Here we are. And we're going to go down this ladder. Look at that. There's no frills. We're just going to go under here. Come this way. Go across this cavern. And there it is. Just unremarkably on like a box.
I feel I have completed something. But what?
So now,
The cave with the map holds the secret. My thoughts return to
see, Eivor even says that the room with the map may hold the secret. And Eivor is not kidding. So let's go up. We're going to go through here. And this is where we're going to make our escape. We're just going to keep going through. So anyway, everyone, that's all there is for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Look at this, we're almost out. Just got to slide through a couple of more things and go through the door. And, whoop, got to break the lock first. Go through. Make sure we're going the right way. And keep running. There's daylight. Look at that. You made it out.
Ya ye!